The Queen's Gambit is fantastic. It takes chess, which is like the most boring thing ever, and in other movies and TV shows is only used to represent in the most cliche way possible that this or that character is really smart, or to use the move to symbolize the different parts of plan working out and the back and forth between the hero and the villain. But the game itself is never in the spotlight, and it always just visualizes something else, never gets its time to shine. Until Netflix comes along and say, hey, we are going to make a show about this, and they knock it out of the park. Well, technically they said we are going to make a show about this, the book of Walter Tevis with the same title, but the point still stands. The story follows the journey of Beth Harmon, a young girl who tragically becomes an orphan in an early age, learns to play chess from a janitor in the orphanage in the basement, and her talent for the game becomes apparent real quick, so shortly after she gets adopted, she enters the world of professional chess and, against all odds, fights her way to the very top, while also fighting her addiction to alcohol and tranquilizer pills. The addiction to the pills actually comes from her being an orphan, because orphanages did use sedatives in order to keep children calm in the middle of the 20th century, and many children left the orphanages with addictions, which is all kinds of fucked up. The show handles multiple difficult topics such as obsession, grief, loneliness, and addiction very well, and in my opinion, it helps fight the romanticization of substance abuse in movies and the idea that it is the key for geniuses of any field for unlocking their full potential. And it does so by showing us Beth for the very first time, when she is on an all-time low in her life, waking up in a bathtub in her clothes, being late and popping pills with liquor. And at this point, this is all we know about her, showing us how addiction defines her entire life at the time. Later we find out how she got there and how she gets out of it. At first, she truly believes that the pills are the only way for her to win. They help her concentrate and visualize the board, but by the end she realizes that she never needed them in the first place. She never needed them to be the best. In the end, it's not the pills that bring her victory, it's her hard work, talent, and love for the game that elevates her above everyone else. The show communicates the tension and excitement of the game perfectly, with interesting visuals and great music and people explaining what's happening so everyone who has no knowledge about chess can understand. These scenes can get really intense. I found myself on the edge of my seat sweating multiple times. But tension is not the only emotion the show can evoke. Be prepared to cry like a baby in the last episode, don't say I didn't warn you. The actors do a great job, especially the lead, Anna Taylor-Joy. It is truly a joy to watch her play. The other actors are great too, especially Thomas Brody Sangster. And by the way, how is this guy 30 years old? Speaking of kids, even the child actors do a pretty good job, better than what you can usually expect anyway. The camera work is great, and the settings and costumes are age appropriate and well thought out. It is a mini-series though, so it only got 7 episodes, but every minute of it is well worth your time, and you can even binge watch it if you are into that sort of thing. And I absolutely recommend you watching it. Thank you for checking out my first ever video, it really means a lot to me, and I hope to see you the next time.